Hey everyone, welcome to the Master's Table. Thank you for joining us today. Got a great dish for you again and again.
Every week, every week, every week.
Today we're doing beef stroganoff.
Yep, our twist on beef stroganoff. It'll be a little bit different, not much from the, everybody, you got to make it your own.
Yep.
That's the thing about recipes. There's nothing under the sun that hadn't been cooked, but you can tweak it to your liking, to your taste. So that's what makes everybody's recipes unique. I feel like we're starting off, seem like forever. Matter of fact, it seems like I've been standing in the same place forever. Seem like every time I see y'all, I'm right here. Feel like I'm in the kitchen all the time. So, but we're gonna start off again like we have here lately. It's just with noodles. This is different noodles though. So go ahead, and Tina's a big fan. She always likes to put a little splash of olive oil in the water. And then I'm gonna let her, because I got these gloves on, I've been fooling with this meat. I want you to open this up and get a pinch of that salt right there.
Okay.
Just get you a good pinch of salt and drop it in there. And then we'll be ready to dump the noodles. And then go ahead and dump that bag. We're just gonna go ahead and dump this bag. Yep, this is just egg noodles. There's different kinds. This is the store-bought, the store brand. I just picked those up yesterday. This is just egg noodles. There's a couple different ones, but this, like I say, this is just a store brand, so that's what we're working with today. So we're gonna get ready to start this stroganoff in just a minute. Ribeye steak is the star of the party today. So I've already went ahead and cut one up. I've been cutting up some slices because, like I tried to tell you, my chopping skills are not great. So I went ahead and got ahead of the ball game just a little bit. So I didn't want to bore you with a bunch of chopping and a bunch of cutting, so I'll cut this other one up as Miss Cleveland gets the pot heated up. But we're getting ready to take a break, and I want you to come back, and I want you to, look, I want you to try this, and when you cook it, I want you to reach out to me and tell me if you enjoyed it or how it come together for you. So just stay right there. We'll be right back on the Master's Table.
All right, welcome back. Let's get started with this because
go ahead and cut that up. Yep, we're gonna get this going because we don't want to make. I'm hungry. I don't want to waste too much time in the kitchen. This is one of those recipes. I've been trying to do some of these lately. Go ahead and dump us some of that in the pan right there, Miss Cleveland.
a little dab will do you.
Well, a little bit more than a dab. Go on and a little bit more. A little bit. Keep on. Go on. Get with a little bit right there. Be good to start with. We'll start right there. You can always add a little bit if you need to. I'm just using olive oil, or you can use the avocado oil, or, sometimes I like to drop just a little bit of butter, but I always like to put a little bit of olive oil. Start with that right there. And what we want to do, Tina, is just I'm just going to go ahead and drop some of this in there as this warms up, and we're just going to go ahead and cook this. This is really thin. These are like not micro thin, but these are pretty thin. These are going to cook really fast. So when we lay these in, you just have to, and you like moving them in the pot, so you're going to be able to move it today.
Good.
So we'll keep eye on those, and when those look like they get about done, I didn't start a timer, so you're just going to have to look at them. If you burn the noodles, it's going to be your fault today, Miss Cleveland. So if that's getting a little bit warm, we're going to go ahead and start. I'll go ahead and start dropping you some of these in there. Yeah, it's starting to get a little sizzle going. I'll drop these and I'll spread them out for you.
How much do you use?
Well, the recipe that I was looking at and going by when I was kind of critiquing it and putting the stuff I wanted in it, it called for 2 ribeyes. Now, that's very debatable, because I've seen ribeyes in the store this big, and I've seen them little bitty thin ones. So I guess I would have to say, start with a medium size ribeye, just like what I cut up. I would call this a medium average size ribeye that you would pick up, in the grocery store. No special cut, just kind of what they would go ahead and cut as a normal size ribeye. And start with that. And if you wanted to add a little more meat, you wanted a little bit more. So, and see, I think that pan will hold it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of this up, because we really don't want to waste it. But you would let me cook it at home for you, so it wouldn't be a waste, right?
Yeah.
Tina loves a good steak.
Do.
She likes to eat it, so I try to get her one when if I can get her to act right most of the time, I get her a steak. But so she gets it most of the time, right?
I cannot tell a lie.
Oh man, that's funny. No, I like steak, but all meats and stuff now is just you have to really watch and get stuff on sale because everything is so expensive. But food is still good, and we're going to eat. So we just watch for a deal and just kind of go from there.
Mm-hmm.
So normally
And so-
I would save this. I don't have anything
I was
where to
gonna
put it to save. But I would save this, and this fat that I cut off this. I didn't want all of it in there.
Yeah.
But this right here would be great to grind up for some lean ground beef to make some hamburger.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to disregard it today. I'm going to go ahead and let it go. And while you got that going, I'll get to the next. This feels like deja vu all over. Seems like I've been making the same rounds with these recipes. Chopping the noodles.
How long do I need to let it cook before I start flipping?
It's not going to take it long, Tina. So let's go ahead and I'm not going to put a whole lot of bunch of nothing, but I'm just going to put some fresh cracked black pepper on there.
Ooh.
And we're going to put where did it go? There it is. Just some all-purpose.
Which you can get from the master's table if you want some.
Yeah, you can get it, or you can go to any grocery store, big box store. There's tons of different kinds of people that's got, and I call it AP, but it's just all-purpose: salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Just simple stuff that you already have in your, like the big ones. I'll buy the big onion powder and the garlic powder. It's just all in one. So those will cook pretty fast, and they're kind of thin. So just let them go about another minute. And I wanted to talk about these mushrooms. I went ahead and rinsed these off. I bought this pack yesterday, and these, if you look at them when you get them, these tend to be kind of dirty to me. They look a little dirty, so I like to rinse them off in water, run it in there and dump it out, and you'll see in the water. I don't know if it's the mushrooms or if they're just dirty, but I always like to rinse them good.
Well, I think you have to rinse them anyway.
No, I'm talking about, but be sure don't not rinse them, I guess what I'm trying to say.
Tip of the day, I always wash your vegetables.
Yeah, wash your vegetables. Well, and some people say, well, I'm gonna cook it anyway, but I don't know. They just kind of look, mushrooms. I'm not a huge fan of mushrooms, but I like them in this dish. Tina don't like any kind of, you don't like grass. She calls everything grass.
No,
Y'all know when we put spinach in soup, or if we're making, Tina always say, well, I don't want the grass in it.
Yeah, well.
But I was cooking it for y'all. I wasn't cooking it for her.
Mushrooms are kind of slimy.
Well, we're gonna cook them though.
But they'll probably be good. They'll be good.
You can probably go ahead and give those a flip if you want to. And these mushrooms, if you follow the ingredient list, it calls for roughly, I think, a cup and a half, maybe 2 cups. Maybe, I think that's what it was. Well, I can tell you. Hang on, let me see right here what it said, the mushrooms. I don't want to tell you wrong.
Is that something you have to put in there? If somebody don't like them, you can leave it out?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It calls for that amount, but if you don't like the mushrooms, you don't have to put that much in there. And I'm not going to put a whole lot. I'm not going to put 2 cups. I'm just going to put what I think I like. And that's what's so unique about recipes. And I say this all the time. Make it your own. If you don't like a whole lot of something, don't put a whole lot of that in there. Just put to what you may think you like, and then adjust and go from there. It's a constant learning. That's what I like about cooking, because it's kind of like, it's like playing golf or something like that. It's never the same. It's always different, because you always have different ingredients and different things that you use. And so that's kind of what I like about it. But I'll say this about golf. I don't have a good golf game, so don't say Brother Frankie mentioned golf. I want to go play golf with him. If you're going to do that, you got to do that with my boss and the guys that I work with.
Yeah.
They're the golf players.
Yeah.
I'm not the golf guy. Okay, Miss C, that's probably about all the mushrooms I want to put in there. Just for me, just for my liking. But I will go ahead and cut up some of this onion. But we're going to sweat them down. We're going to cook them down some. But we will cut up some onion to go in there also. And it calls for
I think those might be done.
Okay, just go ahead and cut them off. I'll get them in just a minute. Just go ahead and cut them off. Let them sit there. Let them ride there just a minute. We'll go ahead and cut up a little bit of onion, because we're going to dump this stuff in there. Get this going. We got this dish on the way, Miss C.
I'm telling you.
So it don't take that steak long. And steak is not like chicken. My steak, it can be kind of rare, and I'm okay with it, but I don't want no rare chicken. Let's see. Let me get me another pan up here, Miss Cleveland. I got some up here. If I can reach it. I almost had to call Miss Shorty up here.
Beef stroganoff has been around forever. I know beef stroganoff has been around forever, but like you said, it's just the way you cook it and what you can put in it and different variations.
What I want to do, let me see your those alligator mouth, what I call it, wak, 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 wak. I want to leave some of that juice and stuff that's in there. We want to save that, because we just, like I say, we're starting to build some flavor. We're starting to build a flavor. if y'all cook beef stroganoff and you have your own recipe, I wish you'd send it to me. I'd like to try.
Variation is something different.
See how you do yours. Like I say, ours it stays pretty close to traditional. It's not a whole lot of different about it, but you know, everybody likes to add a little bit of this and that. If I was making this just for me, and I ain't making it just for me, I'm gonna set this just to the side. Just set that to the side a little bit, because we're gonna bring it back in there in just a few minutes. But leave that heat up, Miss C. We're gonna go ahead, and these mushrooms that you like so well, we're just gonna go ahead and start getting this, cooking this down right here. You know, and a lot of times when I make like the stroganoff, you know, it kind of like, it's, to me, it's kind of like the path of Salisbury steak. Some of the same stuff in it. That's the reason why I say some of these traditional dishes that are so good, you know, we think they may be hard to make, but
there goes them onions.
Them onions is rough, ain't they? They get you every time, don't they? But you've already got a lot of these, you know, ingredients. You know, we got beef broth. I mean, I picked some of it up. I mean, I got some garlic paste, and I'm probably gonna crush up a little bit of regular garlic. Got some Dijon mustard. This is the, and I'll talk about these ingredients as we start putting them in there in just a minute. And y'all see, I always practice what I preach. I always tell you to stage your ingredients before you start cooking. It makes it so much easier. Y'all have heard me say it probably on every episode, but it really does. You know, once you get started, everything goes in order, and you. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry.
Oh, my Lord. You're killing me.
Them onions, they ain't messing around, are they?
Kicking.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do with these noodles, being that these are already done, y'all remember this was my tip of the day on an episode one time. This was the tip of the day, and I'll show you again, because I do this all the time. I don't hold that pot like that hot all the time, because it is kind of warm. But this is, instead of putting this in the sink, you know, just put that on the top. I want you to see that. You put that on the top. Let me get a hold of it.
Hold it tight.
And just hold it and dump it.
Hold and dump.
And then there it is. It's ready. So we'll leave that to the side just for a minute. So what we'll do, Tina, just kind of flatten those mushrooms out and let those cook down just a little bit more. And then again, when I make some of these dishes, sometimes I like to cook the onions like way down, real translucent, get them real, you know, almost like sauteed. But today, in this dish, I don't want to do that. I don't want them like cooked like we're going to put them on, you know, caramelized like we're going to put them on a sandwich or something. But I do want those mushrooms to cook a little bit. But this is, when we do put it all together here in just a little bit, it's all, you know, going to kind of come together. We're going to let it simmer for a little bit. So, you know, with that being said, I mean, you're well on the way today.
Yep. These kind of dishes I like.
You can come on in here and get with it and get on out in the kitchen.
Yep.
And sit down and get in front of the TV and watch your favorite shows. We've been hooked on different shows and stuff, and we are recliner eaters. We like to eat sitting in. I know what this. Don't hate on us. I know it's not traditional, but we like to sit in the recliners and watch TV.
Yeah.
And just get happy all by ourselves, right?
Yep.
I mean,
but
the quicker we can get out of the kitchen, and the quicker we can get in the living room in front of the TV.
Or outside.
And then you got Miss Marley. She's in the floor like this.
Our baby.
And she's done 8 more than everybody. She's already 8 more than everybody. So, all right, Miss C, let's go ahead and let's keep moving forward. Garlic paste. You can use fresh garlic. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you a couple of variations. You can always use a little bit of garlic paste. That's probably a good heavy tablespoon. You can use that, and so I like the garlic. So, like I've told you before, and I have some fresh garlic. I got some laying over here. I got some garlic right there. But today, we get me one of these throwaway spoons. Y'all know we all about simple. We ain't about no dishes we ain't got to.
Ow!
I'm gonna put a. I seen it. I'm gonna put you a. Look, I got a fresh. This is some fresh garlic.
Yeah.
So we got some garlic. We just put a spoon in that in there. Just to love the garlic. This is very good, very, very easy. You don't have to worry about peeling it, you know.
Yeah, that's
So we done put the garlic. Let's move that over.
The simpler the better.
We're gonna go ahead and put a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Well, I said I would. I guess if I take the top off of it.
That might help.
That might help, might it? Wouldn't squirting out. I thought this was the one that was open. I got one that's open. I must have had another. So let's go ahead and put a. It's just right there. Just a little bit more of that. A little bit of that Dijon. We're gonna put get me another throwaway spoon here. Like I told y'all, we like being in the kitchen and not having to create a whole lot of dishes. No, that's what I'm saying. You just realize we use these silver pans, paper plates. We run out of paper towel. You'll see some in the back. We even use some blue shop towels in the kitchen. We ain't a bit scared. Y'all better leave me alone today, too. All right, I'm gonna put you a teaspoon.
Simple, simple.
This is the vegetable base. You know, you have the beef base, you have the chicken base. This is vegetable, but you got to be kind of careful because some of these bouillons they're really good. They're really flavorful.
Smells good.
But they have salt in them, so you got and sometimes you can get the low sodium, but I couldn't find the low sodium in this. So just be very careful when you add these because it puts tons of flavor. But if you're not careful with the other things you're putting in, it can wind up being a whole lot of salt.
All right, can I cut this down?
Yeah, cut it down on about a medium, and then when we get ready to pour the chicken broth in there, we'll turn it back up. So I'm gonna put you about and this is low sodium soy sauce. We're gonna put about a tablespoon, something like that. Good tablespoon, and then we're gonna put you some. I know, you know, a lot of people don't like the W sauce, the worst word in the world. Sauce, what we call it, worst word or
Worcestershire.
What's your sister? Everybody has trouble saying Worcestershire, but I'm gonna call it the worst word in the world. So we're gonna put
just say W sauce.
Yeah, that's what I like to call it, the W. We're gonna put about a tablespoon of the W. You can adjust it. You know, just be careful. You don't want to put way too much in the beginning. You can always add it, but it's hard to get it out. And then we're gonna put that's about a half a teaspoon. This is just smoked paprika. This is not heat. That's just flavor, Miss C. You just keep on stirring. Remember, like we do on some of the other dishes. This is just some flour. That's probably about 3 tablespoons. And I'm gonna let you mix it in there, and I may have to add a little bit more. We're gonna see.
Whew.
I've got some more right here if we need it. If we need it. Let's go ahead and keep moving that around.
That is some strong stuff.
What's that?
I don't know what it is, but it's in my eyes.
Worst word in the world? I'm gonna put just a little bit more flour.
I don't know.
Just a combination of all the stuff we put in there, probably.
So is this supposed to be like a
paste? This is what it's gonna thicken. Look, do it. Chop this down right here and get that. Get it, Tina. There you go. Go on and get all that flour. You want to work that down and make that paste because we're getting ready to add this chicken broth. I mean, beef broth, not chicken broth. We use so many broth, I forget what they are sometimes. But all you want to do is just get it absorbed and just let it, you know, mix it in and get it so it's just not just a floury taste in it. That's all you're trying to do. You break that on down, and then we're gonna start adding some broth. I don't know if it calls for 2 cups. I probably won't use all this, so I'll shake this up, and we'll pour about half of this. Cause this would be about, I'm gonna say that's about half. We're gonna see where we're at when you get it right there, Miss C. Then when you get that up a little bit, we're gonna take a little bit of that liquid out and put in here so we can keep this sour cream from curdling up when we put it in that heat. When that's warm, if you'll take a little bit of that and put it in here, then you can dump the rest of it. Just go ahead and cut it up on that high as you can get it right there. We'll put a little bit more of that. We'll bring that on up to, like I said, we just want to bring that up and get it to once we get it to a boil, then we'll bring it back down to a medium heat. But putting that cold broth in there is going to take it a second to get back up. So, is it still got you about to sneeze, Miss Cleveland?
No, it's just strong.
We got like I said, we got all our ingredients. We got the W sauce, we got the soy sauce, we got the paprika, we got the Dijon mustard. We could have put a little bit of. We had enough of the oil and stuff, the grease from the steak we put in there. So, you know, I was going to put a little bit of butter. I had it out, but I didn't. But we put the onions and we got the mushrooms. So we done cooked all that, you know, down. And now we're just trying to bring it up temperature. And we're going to add this. And we're just, I mean, it's coming together. Let it sit just a second. I mean, I'm telling you. I mean, it's almost there. Have you got let me see that black spoon right there. So we'll be ready to dip a little bit of this out. See, that's getting warm right there. So what I want to do, let that get a little bit.
Looks like gravy.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. And like I say, you can always add a little bit more of the liquid, you know, the broth, if you need to. But see, all we want to do is add enough of this so that we're not dumping this in a hot pan. So just keep that moving for a minute, Tina. I'm gonna mix this. And then once we get this mixed up, like I say, you put a little bit of the warm mixture in there, it just kind of keeps that from curdling up, so you can go on and keep on mixing. What you think? You like it? You like it? I love it. Let's see how much it is. Just keep on stirring that right there. Just keep it, really mix that in right there. Just keep on mixing. Just keep on doing your thing. Just keep on stirring. Let it heat on up, and then when it does, we're going to bring that back down just a hair. We're going to have this just about ready before we go to break, Miss Cleveland. We'll be ready to plate this thing up.
I think we're going to take this to church.
You want to take everything to church.
This is easy, though.
It is easy.
They would love this.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep mixing that. Where you see some, just keep on just a little bit. And I'm going to probably give you just a touch. Now, like I say, you know, this is some of those things you just got to look at it and know what consistency you want of it. If you like it real thick, it's fine. If you want it a little bit thinner, it's fine. But, you know, we want a little bit of a, like you said, do some gravy. We just want it just enough so we can, you know, put it over those noodles, because the noodles is ready. I mean, it's done, and that's all.
And what would you pair this with? Salad?
I mean, you could, I guess if you wanted to, but this is kind of one of those meals that's kind of in itself, because, you know, you got this, and you got the steak we're fixing to put back in there, and then, you know, you're already going to put it on a bed of noodles, you know, when you get ready to eat it, so.
But it would be good with a green salad.
Yeah, I mean, I like salad with everything. You don't want to say you don't like the grass.
I like lettuce.
She's picking through it, getting all the cheese out, all the chicken out, all the, then you still got a whole bowl of salad. She said, I'm done. Let's see, we want to bring that up to a good, like I said, you're getting up to a boil. Just let it do that right there just for a minute. We're getting ready to add this, all this goodness right here back in there. See, all we're going to do is, you see, even those juices, so we want all that to go back in there. See that right there? All we got to do is throw that in the trash. And just like that, Miss Cleveland, you have made a beef stroganoff. Looks pretty good, don't it?
Yep.
Like I said, I think we'll go ahead and put just a little bit more of the fresh pepper on there. Fresh peppercorns. I know, I'm sorry. You like it?
Yep.
You ready to try it out?
Maybe.
Okay.
After it cooks just a little bit.
Yeah, just let it simmer right there just for a minute. We're getting ready to go to a break. I'm gonna dump these noodles. I'll get them in, and we'll get us a bowl, and we're gonna get some of this out and let Miss Cleveland do us a little taste test when we come back. What you think?
I'm a taste tester.
You are a taste tester, ain't you? All right. We'll be right back on the master's table. All right, well, welcome back. We're back at the master's table, Miss Cleveland, and this has done been cooking just for a few minutes. I want to go ahead and give you a quick tip of the day. I pulled this out, and Tina looked at me like I had a sword or something in my hand.
I was like, what is that?
But I'm going to tell you how essential tools are in the kitchen. This is just when you have a good knife, this right here is all you need. It's just a, Tina, I'm not, just a like that much will make it back razor sharp. So just always invest in the right tool. This right here is a must-have in your kitchen. So, Tina, come. Let me just. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and get you some of this out while you're giving the tip of the day. Let me get that spoon, and I'm gonna get out of your way.
Okay.
I mean, not you giving the verse of the day. That was the tip of the day. Go ahead.
Well, this could be a tip too.
Well, it is.
We're looking at Psalm 143:8 today. Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go, for to you I entrust my life. I think we're so busy trying to rely on everybody else to make us happy and to tell us what we need to do and where we need to go that we really forget the one who we should be leaning on, and that's God.
That's right. That's right. Don't we get busy and tied up with everything, don't we? So true. So true.
We think way too much of everybody else's opinions.
Keep your mind on the main thing.
Yep.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
Yep.
Tina, I want you to try this. You said you're the taste tester, so And it shouldn't be really hot. Don't burn your mouth. Just make
Oh,
sure.
it shouldn't be really hot.
But don't. I did
But if
warn
it burns a little bit, it's okay.
It's okay. As long as you can still eat, it's okay. It's not like crazy hot. I don't believe.
That's good.
You like it? See, Tina's real honest. Now she might not tell you, but if she looked at me and I said it's good, she'd raise her eyebrow and look at me and say, "Oh yeah, it's good." And then she'd tell me, "I ain't like that." But I'm just
real
kidding.
good.
But this is a great dish. This is an easy dish. I told y'all, try this one. Put it in your rotation and let us know how it turned out. You ready to go, Miss Cleveland?
I'm gonna finish it.
All right, she's gonna eat. We'll see y'all next week on the Master's Table.